Okay, so I'm here to address this little dog shit that I see floating around on the internet, giving her opinion about men in relationships. We're talking about that, whatever that is or was. That was on Jaii Frais' podcast, I think it's called. What is, I'm not sure, whatever, right? And she was saying that men should hold up their stress and don't complain to the females. Let me ask you this question, Jankro. From whence you came? What hole did you crawl out of? What hole did you crawl out of? Because whatever hole it is that you crawled out of, I think you should try to find a way to crawl back in. And just find a way to undo yourself. Who the fuck are you? When I looked at you on the internet, and it is sad, it's very unfortunate that I'm going to be disrespecting you in one of the ways that I will be doing it is your physical appearance. When I look at you, what the fuck do you have to offer a man? What do you have to offer a man? From what I saw, it is a fair assessment. I don't think I need to go far in saying you have nothing to offer a man. Are you going to say, pussy? Can I tell you something? Can I share a secret with you? Every female has it. Every female has one. So you're not special if you think that is it. And contrary to the fact where people say some woman can't fuck, not no go so. A woman might be lame with me, but she's full of life when she's with someone else who she desires. And vice versa. So, if those are your criteria for coming on the internet and saying this bullshit, talking about man must hold up them stress, you have a rude awakening. You better stop listening to this now. So let us examine this. 99% of the time when a woman moves out of her parents' house, or even if she was living on her own after moving out of her parents' house, she moves in with a man who already has his place, who is already paying his bills, who is already taking care of whatever responsibility it is that he has before you moved in. And you moved in with him, whether by his invitation or it just naturally happens, or you just move in. When that happens, 99% of the time, he still solely and independently maintains all the bills. It takes a certain kind of female to move in with a man and automatically assumes to take on some of the responsibilities. We're not going to find that in your generation. The Gen Z Jezebel generation, we ain't going to find that. It takes a special kind of girl to do that. Now, on top of him taking care of all his bills and you living there, now he has to be providing for both of you. The electricity is more, the water is more, the light bill is more. Maybe he's paying rent, it's still going to be the same. However, the house have to now look different, have to know certain things now have to buy because as a one man living by yourself, certain things you now buy. Some more expenditure is automatically going to happen because now a female is living there. He's taking care of all of that. Something happens and it is stressing him, whether it's emotional, it's financial, it's physical, it's job related, whatever it is. And you are telling me that he's making a mistake by thinking that he can come to you and say anything. And just for the record, what you guys call complain is not complaining. We don't complain to females. We share what we're going through. We share what we're going through. We don't complain to females. We never do. No real man complain, because what the hell we expect you to do? What is it that we're expecting? Did you move in as a sugar mommy? Why would we complain to you? We share our stress. We share what we're going through. Not in the expectation of you're going to take it on and solve it, but with the expectation that you can bring some comfort. You can rub a man's head, you can rub a man's back, you can hug up a man, you can lay upon the man's chest, you can, whatever it is, or make him lay upon your breast or something, and you give him some words of confidence to say, babes, don't worry, we will get through it together. Whatever you're going through, your stress is mine. You're telling him, you're telling us that is not something that we should expect from you. Where at the same time, while we're still taking care of everything that you moved in with us and experiencing, we're supposed to take care of your stress, because women is always stressing about something. If your stress before was financial and we have solved it, something else comes up that you did not know you were stressing about before. So women are always stressing about. There's always something a woman is stressing about. Always. So you're telling me that we're supposed to take up our stress plus manage your stress at the same time. And if we don't do that, it's because we're not a good man. It's because with this, with that, with whatever, to the point where we are a bitch, we are a mama man, all these things. How smart and intelligent do you have to be to come up with such an argument and think that it makes sense? How smart, and of course I'm using that in place of how stupid do you have to be riding, littering the place with this stupidity that you're spewing. You have done a magical thing. You have replaced your mouth with your ass, your asshole. You have successfully managed to put your asshole where your mouth is. And put your mouth where your asshole is. Because you were definitely talking out of your asshole. You selfish, disgusting, despicable excuse of a human being. Which is why I refer to you as a dog shit, as a jankro. It's only your feelings, your comfort that matters. No one else's. You need to go sit somewhere and get some help. And it's bitches like you that gives me the confidence, if I needed that, to know that I could never be a lean man. Because I never be a batty man. And this is the reason why. The amount of experiences that I've had, not talking about being in intimate relationship with anybody. But just through discussions with females from your generation, younger and probably a little older, it's persons from your generation that I've had discussions with and I've heard expressing these same things that make me know I could never be a batty man. Because what I've heard and seen and experienced and come across should make me not want to have nothing to do with you guys as females. And never once in my entire life have I ever been attracted to the same sex. So my confidence say me could never be a fish. But when I look at you, an excuse of what's supposed to be a female, trying to be a female, but no matter how you try, and no matter how you were cautioned on that interview, you still tilted to the direction of being a bitch. You just couldn't help it. That is the situation. That is the thing with you guys, the generation. The Gen Z Jezebel generation, the hit and run, the cock it up in the traffic fiesta generation. That's a problem with you guys. That's where you all are. Heaven bless the few, because they are a few. They are far and very few in between. Heaven bless the few who are not like that. But for the most part, it's every 19 out of 20 persons, females, who have the same mentality that was expressed on that interview. Now, me hear somebody say on the internet that with all the makeup and stuff, when I look at you, first of all, when I look at you, you're not somebody who I would go after to say, yo, I need a girl. You're not someone who I would go after. And I don't think that is unique to me. I think, truth be told, a lot of men out there share the same, well, probably most men, if not all, would share the same sentiments. You're not an eye catcher. I would not go after you to say, yo, I feel who am the girl? Would I fuck you? Yes. Yes, I would. Would it be because you're desirable? No. Would it be because I think that you are all that? No. It's because you're accessible and it is possible to do so. It's because I would have recognized that I could spin your head and fuck you, because any dirty water could steal. Any dirty water could steal. When I look at you, and I'm not taking back any of this. When I look at you, I'm like, what the fuck do you have to offer a man? Look at you. What you have to offer a man? I don't have to know you. I don't have to go no further. For no say you don't have shit to offer a man. You don't have nothing to offer a man. And probably what you wore on that interview is your best outfit. Maybe that's the only one that you have. And maybe it is a man who bought that for you as well. How dare you, you disgusting cockroach? How dare you come spewing all this nonsense as if you're making sense? People like you, I think the world can do without. If I was with you, if I were you, whether you're a man or somebody who I knock you on the side after this interview, would I still knock you? Yes, I would. Yes, I would. Would I still make you feel as if you're valid? Yes, I would. Why would I do that? Because you're a female and all females have pussy. And if I know that continuing to tell you what you want to hear or acting in a particular way is going to get between your legs, I would do it. Until I find what I want, what makes sense, because you don't make no sense. So don't be too comfortable if after this interview your man is still with you. Unless he is a pussy. To still be there and genuinely wants to wife you up. He must be a dumbass. So it's either him who is a dumbass or you are so stupid that you think that he still sees you as wife material. It's Jezebels like you who cause good women to find it so hard, and some who will never find themselves in a great relationship with a man who would treat them like a queen. It's dummies like you. Go sit down somewhere. Go find something to do with your life. Try to recover from this massive mistake that you have made. Because trust me, this is going to haunt you. And I'm not just speaking to you, I'm speaking to all the females out there who think like you, which I know it's a majority of them. Change course. Change course. Because if my daughter ever in her life makes speeches like these, and I'm aware of it, we're going to have a problem. And if my son ever pick up a woman, a girl who has this kind of mindset, this kind of attitude, I would disown him. I would disown him. Persons with your attitude and your mindset, you're only good enough for a hit and run, a cock it up in the traffic, because you are a Gen Z Jezebel. The internet and these apps have turned you guys into piles of shit. A virgin said that your face looked like a chocolate cake with all that makeup and shit that you have on. And while I can understand why he said that, if chocolate cake looked like you, I wouldn't eat it. I wouldn't eat it. As I said, you have done a magical thing where you change the position of your mouth and your asshole. And you put your asshole on your face, which was what you were speaking out of, and you put your mouth between your crack. So you're shitting out of your mouth and you're talking out of your asshole. You stupid bitch. You selfish, disgusting excuse. Whichever hole you crawled out of, I would suggest you crawl back there and try to find a way to undo yourself. Crawl back in that hole, find somewhere or the other, get back into your dad's balls, get back into your dad's dick, have him put a condom on and fuck you over and throw away that condom. You stupid ass, selfish, disgusting cockroach.